Hi, my name is Michael Whitehouse. This is Daily Michael Video Blog for Monday, May 6th, 2013. I got to hold an AR-15 yesterday. It wasn't loaded, but it was certainly an AR-15. It was actually smaller than I thought it was, but also heavier. I find that with firearms are often heavier than you expect because you just the plastic ones, which weigh half a pound, and real ones are made of metal, and metal's actually pretty heavy. When I held it, I didn't hear this lamentations of victims or the cackling of Satan or anything else. It was just a gun in my hands. But got me thinking about that because I was with a relative of Amy's who's pro-gun, I'll just say. He's got a decent collection of legal weapons. And he was discussing some interesting things. For example, the magazines that he normally uses for his pistol hold 13 rounds. And the law changed, so now you're not allowed to carry more than 10 rounds in a magazine outside of your house or shooting range. Which means that when he walks out his door, he has to remove 3 bullets from the magazine and put them in the glove box or whatever, and then he can put them back in when he gets to the shooting range or wherever he's going. And he pointed out that this is, of course, stupid. And as he pointed out, have you ever heard about a shooting which was a mass shooting which was impulsive, which wasn't planned out? No, they're always planned out. So do you really think that the guy is going to walk out and be like, oh, before I go, shoot up all those innocent people, I better remove 3 rounds from my magazines? No, of course not. Because as we know, people who break the law don't follow the law. So laws don't keep people from breaking the law from breaking the law. But the other thing about the AR-15 that makes it so special, of course, it was used in Newtown. That's why it's illegal in Connecticut now. But the thing about it is, it's a semi-automatic weapon. You can fire a large number of bullets in a very short period of time, which is sometimes referred to as the spray and pray method. But the thing about that, if you're doing it in full auto like that, is you're not going to hit much because you're not aiming, you're just shooting wildly. That's what happened in Aurora, Colorado, which was that the shooter clearly was not aiming, which is why the death toll was actually relatively low. Adam Lanza, on the other hand, clearly was aiming. And when you're dealing with unarmed people in an enclosed space, it really doesn't matter what kind of gun you have. If you're aiming, you're gonna get those terrible results. Whether it's a pistol or a big pistol, small pistol, Uzi, AK, AR, whatever it is, it's still gonna do the same thing. So, as he pointed out, and I'm definitely inclined to agree, all laws are passed are feel-good laws. Oh, we banned the AR-15. Well, one, we banned it in Connecticut, but we don't have checkpoints at the border, and even if we did, I would hate to live in a country that had checkpoints at state borders to check for guns, because that leads to all kinds of other things, which I don't even want to get into. But, but that's politics. People demand action. They demand a response to these terrible events. Something's got to happen. Let's make something illegal. Now we feel better. But really, you're going to feel better when you understand, shit happens. It's terrible that it happens, but 35,000 people or more a year are killed on the nation's highways. We're not banning cars. And very few are killed with assault weapons. It would ban assault weapons because that's what killed children. And I just encourage everyone to keep things in perspective when the political hysteria comes in, whatever it's about, be it terrorism or guns or sexual assault or anything else. Keep it in perspective. What really matters, what's really going to affect America as a whole, and our lifestyle and our way of life. I'm Michael Whitehouse. That'll do.